Thank you very much. You know, let me just say, Mr. Griffith, I appreciated your Holman Rule explanation. You mentioned something to do with organizing the CDC. I just have to say that in my experience, the Holman Rule has been used to attack staff. That's how my friends have used it in the past. But I have a question about your committee ratio proposals. If you believe in a fair ratio reflecting the House, why would you exempt the Rules Committee, one of the most powerful committees in the House? I understand the Ethics Committee, but on the Rules Committee, under your proposal, I mean, if we were not exempted, we'd be 7-6 up here. I could live with that. Why is the Rules Committee exempted under your? Because it seems to me that's where.
Typically, in most legislative bodies, the Rules Committee is a little bit different makeup than the rest.
But the Rules Committee of the legislative bodies is not like the Rules Committee in the House of Representatives.
I know, but if you adopt all my rules, it'll be more like most of the other legislative bodies, because I'm taking away your ability to do anything with bills that come directly from a committee of the primary committee without a substitute or a different bill coming from a different committee. So I am actually taking power away from the Rules Committee by sending things straight.
But you specifically made an exemption for the Rules Committee. So
I did because of the history in legislative in most legislatures, the Rules Committee is in fact generally more leaning towards the majority so that they can work their will. I recognize, look, somebody wanted to make a change. I'm not saying I'd be against it, but what I'm saying is I'm recognizing the facts that usually the majority wants to be able to control what happens. But if you adopted the entire package, on any bill that came out of the primary committee, the Rules Committee would have to just forward that on. They're just a conduit. They are not taking action. They don't do amendments on a bill that comes from the primary committee unless you've got multiple differing versions coming from differing committees.
But it sounds like every bill would be it sounds like the way you're describing it, every bill would be a closed rule.
No, everything would go to the floor. In my world, it would go to the floor under the rules of the House. No need for a rule at all. Rules just sends it forward.
So just an open rule for everything?
For everything that comes out of a primary committee, without a competing bill from another committee in the same area. In other words, if House Resolution 1234 was sent to, or House Bill 1234 was sent to 6 committees, then rules would have a role to play. If it's sent to one committee, it goes straight to the floor. Rules Committee can just figure out, okay, we got 10 legislative days to get it on the floor. Makes sense that we do this on Thursday. That would be the Rules Committee's job. Send it forward to the floor. That's it. It would be a conduit. It's basically the patrolman directing traffic in a case where the bill comes straight out of committee.
Well, look, I appreciate both of your testimony, and look, I mean, this is the purpose of this hearing is to have everybody express their ideas on how we can improve the operation of this House, and so I again appreciate you being here, Mr. Cole.